Hey guys, this is Daniel Schlar. The date today is the 3rd of July 2025 and I've got my volunteer Gerard here. We're going to do our second session, which is core mobility and stretching. Okay, Gerard, is there any injuries that I should be aware of for today?
No.
Okay, awesome. So you're healthy, ready to go?
Yep.
Fantastic. And you comfortable doing a little bit of core and mobility today?
Sure.
So we're going to simulate a situation right now where we've come off a full body split and it's the following day. Gerard's feeling a little bit sore, so we're going to rest, hit some different muscle groups, which is the core, and we'll do a little bit of stretching for some aiding his recovery. Sounds good? All right, Gerard, so let's start off with just a little bit of a warm-up. So feet nice and wide, past shoulder width, and with my right hand, I'm going to touch my left toe, and with my left hand, I'll be touching my right toe in a star jump position, and we're going to be doing our windmills, just like so. So do you want to give that a go, Gerard? Awesome, well done. All right, we'll do that for about 10 seconds. Fantastic, and staying in that position there, we're just going to go in, we're just going to touch the floor, just like this. Awesome. Alrighty, Gerard, when you're ready, we'll come down on the floor just like so. We're going to be doing our cat and cow, so we'll be driving our hips into the ground, keeping our arms nice and straight, and extending our chest into the air. This should be a nice little stretch for your lower back. Let's give that a shot. Perfect, so we're going to hold that there for about 10 seconds. Awesome form, Gerard, well done. And what we're going to do in just a moment is we're going to transition from here, and we're going to bring our glutes all the way back to our heels. So if you'd like to follow me, let's give that a shot. And stretch our hands out as far as they can go. Should feel that right here in your lats. Is that where you're feeling it?
Yep.
Fantastic, great form. Okay, so to start off with our core session, Gerard, let's start off with a plank. That's going to work your abs. It also will do a little bit of work to your shoulders and your lower back, which we've identified that we need to strengthen a little bit, especially for our squat form. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
So I think a plank is of great benefit for us, but what we're going to do is we're going to aim to hold the plank for about 30 seconds. All right, Gerard, so when you're ready, let's get in the plank position, and up, let's go. Okay, awesome. Great position right there, Gerard. So nice and neutral, glutes nice and low, core tight, and we'll hold that there. Well done. Already 5 seconds in. Alright, halfway through, 15 seconds to go. Do it on, Gerard. Hang in there for about another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. How's that?
Good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Alright, we're going to do a little bit more core work now, but you're going to lie down on your back. So we're just going to start with something called scissor kicks, which is where we lie down, we extend our knees, and we're just going to bring our feet up and down simultaneously while keeping them nice and straight. Shoulder blades should come up just off the ground, and you can place your hands in a comfortable position, maybe interlock them and place them on your sternum. Let's give that a shot. Nice. So Gerard, the only little adjustment I'll make is just to stimulate your core a little bit more, we'll bring your shoulder blades up off the ground a little bit. And let's go. Legs nice and straight, and scissor kicks. Fantastic. Alrighty, Gerard, we're going to go for about another 10 seconds. Another 3, 2, 1, and rest. Feeling that in the core?
Yep.
Fantastic. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to stay in this position, but we're going to be attempting some reverse crunches. So we're going to have our hands on the back of our heads just like this, and we'll bring our knees to our chest and to a straight position. Get them working together. So we'll just avoid letting them touch the ground. So knees to the chest, legs straight, just like this. Let's give that a shot. Awesome job. We're going to do about 20 seconds worth of these. But we're going to aim to keep our feet off the ground the whole time. How's that sound? Alright, let's do it. Nice stride, doing really well. Yeah, how are you feeling? Feeling okay?
Yep.
Feeling under the call?
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Give me about another 5 seconds. Make sure that we're breathing. And just get one more in. And rest. Alright, well done. How's that so far?
Fun, thank you.
Beautiful. And you've been enjoying the session so far?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to change, or are you happy with how it's going?
I'm happy with how it's going.
Alright, awesome. So we'll do, that's 3 exercises for our core ride. We'll do another 2, then we're going to move on to some stretching and mobility. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. And you feeling well rested?
Yeah.
Okay, ready to continue?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Alright, so let's lie down on our backs, hands behind our head, and we're going to do some bicycle crunches. So opposite elbows to opposite knees. So I'll be bringing my right elbow to my left knee, then extending my left knee and bringing my left elbow to my right knee. Okay, let's go. So don't forget to bring the elbows into the knee stride. So if this knee comes back, opposite elbows. So your right will come to your left and your left will come to your right. Beautiful. Well done.
That's quite an exercise.
It's quite an exercise indeed. Give me another three of those. Beautiful. And rest. Alright, we're going to finish off with some obliques. So right on the outside off your core here, right? So feet up, interlock our fingers, and we're going to be twisting through the hips. What's important is that we're not moving our arms, that all the rotation is coming through the torso here, okay? So twisting through the torso, just like this in this position. So feet up.
Yeah.
We're going to place our weight on our glutes and twist. Fantastic form, well done. Right, give me another 5 seconds.
That's hard to hand-eye coordination.
Absolutely, and this is a great way to, if you feel like that's a weakness at the moment, this is a great way to turn it into a strength is by giving it that extra attention under the guidance of a personal trainer who's more than happy to help you. Alright, Gerard, so that's our core conditioning section for today. We'll just we'll do a little bit of guided stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with some stretching. Let's lie down, just on your back, Gerard. So we're going to have one leg straight on the ground, and the other leg, I'm just going to stretch your hamstring. So just let me know when you start to feel the stretch come on. Okay?
Yep. Starting to feel it.
Starting to feel it now?
Yep.
And let me know when you feel like there's plenty of resistance.
Yep, that's enough resistance.
Right there? Okay. So we're going to hold that there for a little bit, Gerard.
Yeah, can we put my leg back a tiny bit? No. There we go, that's better.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to point your toes back towards you, just a little bit, just like this. And you're going to feel that a bit more in the back of the knee.
Yep.
Right, we're going to hold that there for a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. What we're going to do now is a stretch for your glutes. So I'm going to bring your leg forward just like so. I'm going to push back through your knee, and you might feel that right in your hip flexor and your glutes.
Yep.
We'll go nice and gentle. You just let me know when you're feeling a good amount of restraint. Right there?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll hold it there. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. I'm going to just give you a slight amount more resistance. Feeling good?
Yep.
Fantastic. And we'll swap legs. So this leg can now be flat. And we're going to do your hamstring stretch on your opposite leg, Gerard. So let's bring your leg back.
Yep, that's enough.
That's enough.
A little bit.
A little bit more.
A little bit less.
A little bit less. Okay. Right there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pull the toe down just a little bit. You let me know how you feel.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, hold that there for another 3, 2, 1. And we're going to stretch out the glutes a little bit now.
Yep.
Feeling it?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And I'll push just a slight bit more. And rest. Okay. So what we're going to do to finish off with, Gerard, let's sit up. So we can keep our legs straight, just like so. Is there any shoulder injuries?
No.
Upper back injuries, chest injuries?
No.
What you can do is interlock your fingers, place them on the back of your head. Okay, and we're going to stretch out your chest and your shoulders a little bit.
Tell me when to stop or?
You tell me when to stop.
Yes. That's enough.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And relax. Okay. So now what we're going to do to finish off with is stretch out your lats. So Gerard, with your right hand, if you'd like to grab my left wrist, and I'm going to pull you over just like this. You should feel it right here in your lats.
Yep. That's it.
Feeling that there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to hold that. Another 3, 2, 1. We'll swap sides. So with your right wrist, or left wrist, sorry, grab on my right.
Yep.
Feeling that?
Yep.
Awesome. We're going to hold for another 3, 2, 1, and let's rest. How's that?
Good.
Fantastic, Gerard. Well, that should conclude today's session. A little bit for the main section. What we're going to do is we'll plan when our next session is, which will be at 7 PM next Thursday. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Looking forward to it. Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.